Hey guys, I thought I'd show you another project I'm working on. I've been working on this one for kind of on and off for a couple years now. Um, it's a blanket, um, and I'm making it out of yarn, and I have to tie it in. I'm tying it by hand, just one knot at a time. It goes. Let's see if I can film it here. If I can figure out how to hold my camera steady enough. It's very time consuming and can be pretty boring. But it requires a lot of patience. So I guess that's a good thing. But it's more of a psychological challenge than anything, because as I'm tying it, first I just strung up all these strings diagonally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all those this direction. Then I strung a bunch of strings this direction, and then I went and tied every other one. I skipped these ones. I went and tied all of these all the way across the whole thing. And now I'm going back and doing every other one the opposite direction. And then once I get done with this pass, I'm going to come back and do every fourth one this direction, and then the same thing the opposite direction with new colors. And then I'll probably be done at that point once I make. So I'll have to finish this pass, and then I'll do 2 more passes each diagonal direction, and then I may go back around the border and strengthen up the border a little bit so that it doesn't come unraveled, because it's kind of a funky setup. But I just drove nails into a board, and then I wrapped my strings around the nails all around the edges. So yeah, I keep working on it for maybe like a month at a time, and then I get bored with it and go and do other stuff. So it's been taking me a really long time. This thing's almost 3 years old now, and it's so boring. It's painfully boring, but I think it's going to be really cool once I get it all done. Because once I pull it off of there, since I made it in a diagonal pattern, everything goes that way or that way instead of straight across. It should add like a stretchy effect to the blanket as a whole, so that it'll be, I'm hoping. So that should be neat. And what I originally designed it for is once I pull this off, it'll shrink down, and these holes will be a lot smaller. They'll probably be a little bit smaller than they'll probably be about the size of my pinky finger instead of the size that they are now once it's all not stretched out on this frame. And it'll be pretty thick, like front side to back side. And so that should give it some pretty good insulative qualities. Even though I'm not using like real fibers in the yarn, it's just a synthetic yarn that's kind of fluffy. The structure of the blanket as a whole should offer some pretty good insulative qualities, and I may incorporate this blanket into my sleeping system for camping, or I might just use it inside on my bed. But it should be pretty warm, I'm thinking. The only thing is it's gonna shrink, so that's not ideal because I should have made it a little bit bigger, but oh my gosh, that would have taken forever. Anyways, so I just wanted to share that with you guys. So hopefully here, I don't know, maybe I'll get it done this winter. It's more of a winter project because I spend a lot more time in the shop just doing random things, and so I've got a lot more time to myself in the winter. But yeah, hopefully I can get it done this winter. I'm gonna shoot for that, and then I'll have something cool to show you guys once it's all done. But yep, just wanted to share that.